Very good morning, students. Again, we'll take up a chapter from your writing skills, that is speech writing. Again, it's a recap that we have discussed about it. You have the notes on it. So, this video will further help you to understand where we'll just draw the formats and all, and what are the do's and the don'ts for writing speeches. So first and foremost, like if you just take up how the speech is written, it consists of basically 3 paragraphs. As usual, from the top you leave a line, and this box actually is your first paragraph. Okay. Now again you leave a line, and again you draw, you write this is the second paragraph that you have, and leave a line, and then this is again the third paragraph. Okay, and then leave a line, this is the subscription. Okay, so when you're writing a speech or preparing for a speech, these are the points that you need to keep it in mind. Paragraph number 1, paragraph number 2, paragraph number 3, and the subscription. Now the first paragraph is called the introduction. The first paragraph is your introduction. Now, in the introduction, basically, there are 3 things you have to take care of. Number 1, salutation. Number 2, introduction of yourself. And introduction of the topic. Okay, so the first paragraph is called the introduction. There you are basically contain, you have to mention 3 points. Number 1, salutation. Salutation means the chief guest is there, the audience is there, your colleagues are there. You have to show your respect and greet them. That is salutation. Second part, you need to introduce yourself. Okay, I am so and so, student of so and so form, say, particular stream. And then you are there to give a speech. The audience is waiting for you to hear from you. You need to also introduce the topic. Today, the catchword is, whenever we give a speech, we use the word delivery. You always deliver a speech. So you write, today I will be delivering a speech on, and whatever topic is there, give it to you. Say, on Gandhi Jayanti, or say any topic that you might get, say like COVID-19, spreading awareness in the campus, school campus. So today I, XYZ, of form say 11, humanities or science or commerce, will be delivering a speech on, and then within inverted commas you mention the topic. So the first paragraph contains a salutation. Good morning, respected or honorable chief guest, teachers, and my dear students or my dear colleagues. Today, I, XYZ, of Form 11, humanities or science or commerce, will be delivering a speech on, within inverted commas, COVID-19. That's it. That's the first paragraph, that is called the introduction. Now comes the second paragraph, which contains the subject. This paragraph actually contains the subject matter of your topic. You have to elaborate now. So you can just start in the second. You have already introduced your topic in the first paragraph. That's why it's called the introduction paragraph also. So you start. As we all are aware that the entire world is really under the impact of this pandemic called COVID-19, which is a kind of a virus of corona. More or less, as you all might agree with me, please listen to my words very carefully, then I will come back and tell you what are the points that you need to mention in your speech. As you all might be aware, that the entire world is reeling under the effect of COVID-19. Not even a single country has been spared. The life has come to a standstill. Schools, colleges closed, all the educational institutions closed. Businesses have been shut, going through a bad phase. No movement on the roads. Social gathering has stopped because the concept of social distancing has come up. People have now become shacked up in their own houses or residences. Because the only way out to save yourself from this pandemic is to maintain social distance, sanitize yourself, especially your hands. Do not touch anything with bare hands, put on gloves and all. Always wear a mask because this virus can travel from one person to another. So, my dear friends, it's been now 6 months that we had been reeling, and we have realized that the only way out is keep away from crowds, maintain social distancing, sanitize yourself, be absolutely very, very hygienic. You will be safe. And you can also mention, like slowly, and we got the information and we came to know that this virus originated from a place called Wuhan city in China. So now the entire world is trying to come up with a vaccine, and it seems that only vaccine is going to be the solution to this virus. So you just mention about it, okay? And then you can add so many things. But again, you see, your speech should be very lively. It should not have a dampening effect, a sad effect on the people. They listen to you and then they go back home thinking about it. They feel more bad and sad. So your speech should never be like that. It should always, you bring about the awareness of it, what is happening around, and at the same time, you speak some positive things about it. But my dear friends, all of you will agree that we had been busy, very busy in our life, never got the chance to catch up with any of the things that actually we wanted to do. Busy in our professional life, busy in our studies, household chores. So many things were going on simultaneously, and we never got the chance to catch up with the hobbies or the things, creativity that was there in us. But when the world came to a standstill, we had all the time in the world. And this gave us the opportunity to hone our skills in which we were really good. We did some wonderful things during this time. We have been utilizing our time in a very positive manner. Spreading social awareness among people, trying to reach out to the people who are still not fully aware about this pandemic. Doing so many things for the society, doing so many things, the skills that we had, say painting, say art, so many stuffs, which adds a dimension to your life. The hobbies we caught up with. It also gave us a chance, it has given us a chance, I should say, to be more connected with our family members. Otherwise, in this hustle bustle of today's world, though we stay under the same roof, but our business in our different phases of life never allowed us to sit down and have a proper family gathering. It has given us. It has given a new vigor to relationship. So these are the positive points that you would add, so people will feel rejuvenated, and some of them who might have been feeling very bad or remorse and all after listening to your speech, they will go back and they'll start thinking on it. So this is called the subject matter. You may add in any way, and then comes the conclusion. The third paragraph is the conclusion. Now, the conclusion should always be short and simple. You got the point? Very short and simple. Well, my dear friends, honorable chief guest, dear teachers, all respected teachers, I'm sure instead of taking this as a setback, you will also rise and look towards life in a positive way and do many creative things and try to reach out to the people who have been unfortunate. So with a message, the conclusion should be with a message. And the last but not the least, that the last line is called the subscription, where we write only 1-2 words, thank you. You see, as I've been telling you right from the beginning, that English is one subject which is full of etiquettes and manners. Full of etiquettes and manners. You go to a restaurant and the waiter comes or the steward comes and serves you a glass of water, you say thank you. You finish that glass of water and return to him, you say thank you. You have your food, meals, you order for the meal, menu and all everything. They are going to charge you. They come back with the bill. You say thank you. You pay the bill, and as you are getting up, again you say thank you. So these are the etiquettes, these are the etiquettes, and English people are full of etiquettes and manners. And this is something very nice that all of us, we should not be using the word English people, we should be using the word the human beings. Should always be full of etiquettes and manners. It looks sounds very nice when you appreciate someone. Though they are charging, but they have served you very well. They had attended you very well. So it's not for the anything else that you are thanking him. You are thanking him for his wonderful service. So here also what happens, you are standing in front of the podium, the mic, the dais, this thing, platform. You have delivered a speech And while you had been delivering the speech, say for 8 to 10 minutes, the audience had been very calm and quiet and very patiently listening to you, whatever you had to do. So, we must thank the audience. And that is why we say thank you. So, 4 points that you have to keep it in mind. Number 1, the first paragraph, the introduction, should not be, say normally the speeches you'll get writing 100 to 120 words, maybe from 80 to 100 words. So let us take an average. Let us assume 100 words. So what we should do is, as this is 100 words, this should be maximum 20 words. This should be the conclusion, the third paragraph should be maximum, say 15 words. So that you have consumed how many? 35 words. So you are left with 65 words. So the second paragraph should be of 65 words. Because you are going to describe about it. Then comes the subscription. Just thank you. So there are 4 stages. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're getting the point? So it's very important that if you space out your speech in this manner, it becomes actually very nice, soothing, does not become boring. The audience doesn't start feeling or getting impatient, and they start lending their ears to you. You remember the speech by Mark Antony, Julius Caesar: "Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I've come to bury Caesar, not to praise him." So, you have, while you're giving a speech, you must keep certain things in your mind. If you are delivering a speech, you can say, number 1, your sentences should be simple and not complex. If the sentence becomes complex, people will get lost. It should be very simple sentence. It should not contain more than, say, maximum 9 to 10 words. One sentence should not have more than 9 to 10 words. Very simple sentences, you use it. So it becomes, the connectivity starts growing. People, when the audience starts understanding, the connectivity starts flowing. But when the understanding gets lost, you lose your network with the audience. So it's very important to develop a very smooth network. So now, what do we mean by a speech? A speech basically is a formal address. A speech is a very, very formal address. And this address starts with an introduction, as I said, to the chief guest, to your colleagues, respected teachers. Now, as I told you, you need to introduce yourself as well as the topic. So this becomes the first introduction. Another thing that you must keep it in mind while delivering a speech is, if you can provide some statistical data, it becomes even more impressive. Say, for example, if you start saying, in today's world, the number of people getting affected by COVID in our country is, say, around approximately 70,000. Looking at our population, it's only this much percentage. So we can say that our country has not been that badly affected. It's only some particular masses and all where the people are not maintaining the norms that they should be adhering to, that this pandemic has been this virus has been on the rise. But if you look at the entire scenario, 70,000 out of our population, the population of our country. And if you look at it, that is the percentage ratio that you get. So if you can provide some particular, say, statistical details, your speech becomes authentic. People start looking up to you that, no, you know the topic very well. You have understood and you have prepared for the topic very well, because you are providing proper statistical, but they should be correct. corrected later. So that is one very important. Second is, when you are giving a speech, it is a one-way traffic. Say for example, right now what I'm doing, I'm making a video for you, and as I'm making a video for you, you see our interaction is not there. It is just a one-way traffic. Okay, fine, this is all right, because this has got something to do with your academics, and it's going to help you in this video. But actually, you see what happens. When at a particular designated time, the audience is waiting for a person to come and deliver a speech, after some time, it's a human mind, they start getting restless. They can't sit patiently for a very long time. Now what to do? A very good speaker will always involve the audience. Now if you involve the audience, what will happen? Give them some clues, give them some cues, and they start thinking. Their mind gets centralized, focused, narrows down to the particular topic that the speaker has been delivering and the speaking. So you need to get a connectivity with your audience, which is very important. Say for example, while you are delivering your speech, use some interactive expressions. I think you will also agree with me what I'm trying to tell you, that looking at the percentages of the affected people bird in our country compared to the population is very, very less. So when you say, I'm sure even you will also agree with me, everybody in the audience, what happens, they hear and they feel happy and they become attentive and they start listening to you. Okay, sometimes you may also use that words like, don't you think that what is happening is not correct? We could have done much better. People start thinking in that line. I'm sure you will also carry the same notion. When I start talking that, okay, our country is far better and better preventive measures have been taken in our country. And then I say, I'm sure even you will agree with my views or the notions. So you need to involve the audience. Don't make it just a one-way traffic. It will become dull and boring. Second, there must be some intonation. Proper intonation in your speech, voice modulation, intonation. Don't use a flat kind of a voice. Our country is reeling under pandemic. The pandemic started in one city, China. People will get bugged bored. You're reciting or what you're doing. But it should seem that you are just there interacting with the audience. Your gestures, which attracts. And most important thing, I'll be sharing a video about a person, Mr. Gopal Das. He's a monk, but very learned person. Very learned person. And in an interview, the audience was also there. He was asked, what are your views about marriage? Not just look at it. A monk who never even think about marriages and all, cannot think also. So he was asked. And this gentleman is such a wonderful speaker that I think I'll be sending that video to you all. Please have a look at it. And with a mix of humor, involvement of the audience, the way he went on with that on the topic for more than 45 minutes, and people, they were just spellbound. They just kept on listening to him, and they wanted him to go on forever because his speech was so interesting. Why? Number one, I'm a monk. We are not supposed to marry. We are not supposed to talk about this. Please come to a different question. So people reject you on the spot. But marriage. Okay, what is the meaning of marriage? He asked. No, you tell me. Then I will tell you. You get it? So he listed with a lot of humor. every now and then people were responding, they were laughing. The audience was involved, absolutely involved. I'll send this video to you. You'll get the essence of a very good speech. So humor is very important. Involvement of the audience is very important. And the connectivity. Your gestures. You should not be standing as if you're a wax statue in Madame Tussauds Museum in London. You should be moving around, gestures, So when something is moving, people, they are also lively. But you just stand still like a wax statue, people go off to sleep. Even if you are a very good listener, then also people will go off to sleep. Okay, so these are the essence of a very good speech. There's one more speech is there by one gentleman called Sadhguru, and even that speech I'll be sending across to you. Just have a look at it, listen to it, and then you'll understand how nicely it has been designed, the speech, where it's only full of humor. It's full of humor. And a serious topic has been pulled out from the shackles of, say, any particular religion or any particular god and all everything. It has been pulled out from all that, and it was portrayed, delivered in a very, very humorous, normal manner, which everybody got connected with. Okay? So I'll send both the videos to you, don't worry. And then, second, as I told you, you must have a statistical data. Third, another point for a speech which is very, very important is originality of ideas. Try to have originality of ideas. Don't try to copy. You cannot fool the audience. Maybe, say, the audience that you are facing, 90% of them are least bothered to look into some good speeches and all, or read or go through or listen. But 10% of them might. And if you copy paste in your speech, those people will come to know, okay, it's not his idea. They will lose interest, and they might come up with a lot of questions. So try to give your own dimension to a topic. That is why I spoke about these two speeches. Give your own dimension to the topic, so that, see, you got a beautiful mind, a wonderful mind, correct? And this mind has been making, all these softwares and all. So this is the master software that you carry with you. So come up with your own reasoning, and it should be the originality of ideas. Don't go by what others say. Try to come out with your own ideas. That makes your speech very nice. Okay, and then try to use, poster or the display advertisement, some catchy words also. Try to use some catchy words. And the most important is you must read your audience, understand your audience first, and then change accordingly. Supposing you are delivering a speech to a group of people who are very elderly. Now, to what level you can become humorous, you need to check yourself. And in normal conditions, you say, don't you think that what I'm saying is correct? I'm sure even you agree with me. Now, these people will have this ego. This man, the speaker, is very young, and he's trying to teach us. So you have to be very, very careful when dealing with older generation. So I'm sure, sir, with your due permission, that you'll agree that, like you pay them respect and then you throw your points, they will all accept. So it's very important that you first and foremost must read your audience. Now, supposing you are, say, in Form 11 and you are asked to deliver a speech to the students of Form 4 and 5. What can you do? It has to be very humorous. It has to be very short. And something that is, with which they can correlate. So while you are giving, you can give some examples of Cinderella. Okay, some examples of, say, Miss Poppins, and something like that, with which the names of with which they are familiar and they can correct themselves. So, and if you're delivering a speech to the students of Form 11, 12, say 10, 11, 12, then again your connectivity should be. My dear friends, I've come here to deliver a speech on the topic so and so. So I kindly request you to lend me your ears. So there will be a laughter, because it is a copy from the speech of Mark Antony Julius. Because then immediately they get connected. And at the same time, they also noted, oh my God, what Mark Antony wrote in his speech, even we can use it. So you have given a new dimension to it. And once the speech is over, you must, don't forget to say, thank you, and then you say. So this is all about the speech. So we end here, and in the next class, I will tell you all about your letter to the editor. Thank you very, very much.